to the EarlyON. We offer programs and services for children 0 to 6 years old and their parents and caregivers in Brantford and Brant County. I'm Ellie. Come along as we plan how to get to kindergarten. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon, bumping up and down in my little red wagon, bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling? Oh no! The wheel fell off and the axle's dragging. The wheel fell off and the axle's dragging. The wheel fell off and the axle's dragging. Won't you be my darling? Let's get a hammer and a nail and fix it. Let's get a hammer and a nail and fix it. Let's get a hammer and a nail and fix it. Won't you be my darling? I'm so glad we fixed it. Let's get a brush and some paint and paint it. Let's get a brush and some paint and paint it. Let's get a brush and some paint and paint it. Won't you be my darling? What color did you paint your wagon? Say the colors with me. Green? Blue? Purple? Black? Did you leave the wagon red? Shiny silver? Brown? White? Orange? Yellow? Pink? We'll sing the first part of the song again. And when I pause, you say the color of your wagon. Bumping up and down in my little wagon. Bumping up and down in my little wagon. Bumping up and down in my little wagon. Won't you be my darling? Maybe you will take a wagon to school. Maybe you'll fly to school in a jumbo jet, a jumbo jet. Helicopter, helicopter, and a jumbo jet, a jumbo jet, a jumbo jet. Helicopter, helicopter, and a jumbo jet. A rocket, helicopter, helicopter, and a jumbo jet. No, I don't think people usually fly to school. Sometimes people take a great big bus, a great big bus, mini, 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 and a great big bus, a great big bus, a great big bus, mini, 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 and a great big bus. Or maybe you'll walk to school. If you're walking and you see this sign, what do? That's right. Stop. Look both ways. Hold a grown-up hand and cross the street safely. What if you see this sign? The flashing hand means slow down and wait. Or if you're already crossing the street, keep going. What if you see this sign? The person walking means keep going. If you drop something, let it be and just keep going. One more sign. If the hand is still and it's not flashing, that's the same as a stop sign. Wait until you see the person walking sign. Let's play our own version of red light, green light to practice these signs. We'll stand up. Just like in red light, green light, when you see the stop sign or the hand that is still, stop moving. When you see the flashing hand, slow down and wait till you see the walk signal again, or keep going if you're already crossing the street. And when you see the person walking, move however you like. You could run on the spot, you could dance, you could hop, or you could walk, or any other movement you can think of. Here we go. Person walking. I'm going to skip a little bit. If I was crossing the street, I would just keep going. But now I gotta stop. And I can go again. This time I'm gonna walk on my tippy toes. And I'm gonna stop. I think you're really getting the hang of these signs. You can keep playing with your family, and you and your family can plan a time to take a practice trip to your school together. Taking a practice route will help you know how much time you might need for your morning routine, and also help you get comfortable going to school. Happy travels, and thanks for joining our EarlyON activity today.